So we guys have a treat for you, but more importantly, a big treat for me in our new review. We are out today in the epic 2016 BMW M4. It's the 3-litre twin turbo, 426 brake horsepower, finished in the stunning Yas Marina blue. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. This BMW M4, 3-litre straight 6, 426 brake horsepower, 550 newton meters of torque, so it really is an absolute powerhouse. But with it being a sports coupe, it's still very usable every day. 2 seats in the back, still usable for pulling gravel, still enough legroom in the back, still very practical. But obviously, as mentioned, that 3-litre straight 6, producing the power it does with the torque that it does as well, you can't help but just put your foot down. It sounds incredible. That 3-litre engine, twin turbo, sounds incredible. Now let's have a little look at the exterior features on this BMW M4. First of all, you can't miss it, it's the striking Yas Marina blue bodywork. Now BMW did release 2 colours as commemorative to F1 tracks, this Yas Marina blue and the Austin yellow for the track over in Texas. As we move around the outside, you've got the additional carbon fibre on the wing mirror caps and of course on the roof. You've got the epic upgraded BMW M4 CS style alloy wheels. Now they're an incredible £5,000 extra as well, so again, this car has been specced up. Carbon rear boot spoiler, front and rear park sensors, and of course, it's got the black optic pack around the windows of the car as well. The M4 driving position is fantastic. Slow slung, you're close to the ground, the centre of gravity in the M4 is very low as well, and that's coupled with the fact of its carbon roof, makes it very agile and very nimble to drive. Now, the buttons on the steering wheel are fantastic. There's 2 M buttons which you may spot, fully customisable, so you can have them set up for however you want to set up your particular driving preference. Today, I've got mine set up for just noise, but in addition to that, you also have the head-up display. Now again, that's customisable as well. You can have it set up for your normal driving modes, so it just tells you your cruise control, sat-nav directions. But today, we have it in the M performance mode. So what that does is replaces all the directions and just gives you a big, nice, full colour rev limiter in your eye line. There's no need to look down into your dials. Everything that you need is right there in front of you. So the M4 might be very much a hyper coupe, but again, still very practical. So as we go out the boot, it does have 445 litres of storage space in there as well. So with the additional 2 back seats, you still get lots of performance and lots of practicality from it as well. And you also benefit from the additional 60/40 split in there as well. So it's even more practical than you think. Now I have laughed and made jokes about the noise, and I just absolutely love it. But it all comes from there's quad pipes at the back, the upgraded M Performance exhaust system, equipped with the carbon tailpipe covers, and obviously that beautiful rear diffuser. It really does have that superb pitch. Now another little neat feature of these BMW alloy wheels, they are the M4 CS upgrade, £5,000 optional extra. They've got the M Performance badge and logo in the alloy as well, but they've got a very Rolls-Royce-esque feature. That would be the weighted centre cap, so the BMW badge is always where it needs to be. So along with the paddle shifts on the back of the wheels, you also have the gear stick through the centre obviously. Now it does have a nice little feature as well for this sort of car. It's got a little button which changes the intensity of the gear change. Now today we've got it in the maximum intensity, as you can imagine, just so it can do this, which to me is a sound that you will never ever get bored of. With the active dampers as well, you can change the throttle response, steering input, and of course how it drives on the road. So you can have it in Sport Plus, which firms everything up, makes everything a little bit harder, or you can have it in Comfort, which I've got it in, which just soaks along nicely. Even for a car of this power and this magnitude, it's still very comfortable to drive. So the interior of the M4 is quite a nice refined place to be. When you sit down behind the wheel, you really do lose the fact that it is an out and out brute sport coupe with 426 brake horsepower. So first of all, we'll start with the seats. You have the beautiful M seats, again finished in that full black merino leather with a lovely touching of the white stitching on the outside. They're the hard back case as well. Then as we move through the centre, obviously your entertainment system, we have the professional navigation in this particular model. Again, that's the full colour. Navigation with the traffic, DAB radio, CD radio, Bluetooth. If you do use Spotify, there's a handy Spotify app built in with BMW as well. Now then, as we move down, dual zone climate control with your air conditioning, as you would expect. You then have the driver and passenger heated front seats too. Then we get down to the good bit, the gearbox. This is the 7-speed gearbox. Again, is fantastic with your little button down here, which we talked about earlier, with the ferocity change for the gear changes as well. Then of course we've got the analog control for the iDrive system itself on the computer of the car. So that controls all of the onboard systems. You can even view the owner's manual electronically direct through that as well. Also, a little few benefits that this M4 does have is this carbon interior pack. Now that's across the dashboard, through the centre, on the gear selector itself, and of course around the steering wheel too, with a little M Performance badge on there. That's the same badge that is stamped on the alloy wheels. Moving around with them, as we talked about earlier on as well, you've got the M buttons to control the different dynamic modes you set up, of course the paddle shift as well. And as we go into the centre console, it does slide forwards and back, opens up, USB and auxiliary in there, with of course the wireless charging port as well. Well, what do I say? BMW M4 completed it, mate. Absolutely unbelievable to drive. Sounds fantastic. Looks even better in the Yas Marina blue. It's been an absolute pleasure driving this today. Now these are available new from around £75,000. So again, fantastic investment. This particular model that we have here in the Yas Marina blue is for sale at Redgate Lodge. So for more information on that, please give one of the sales team a call. Now I can just sign this off by just saying it's been a thoroughly enjoyable day driving this. The sound, people turning heads, it's just been an absolute pleasure. I don't even know what to say. I'm, for once in my life, lost for words. It's been brilliant. I can't commend these enough. BMW, what a machine. What a machine.